Hello, my name's Deborah. I'm one of the volunteers for Steps to Hope, who works in conjunction with St Cuthbert's. And again, we're very grateful for all the help and support that you give us. And I've been asked to do a little video linking one of my favourite pieces of artwork. I've decided on a piece called Oh My Father by an artist called Simon Dewey, and it depicts Christ in the Garden of Gethsemane. And I think just this time of year it's quite appropriate as we're in Lent, and I wanted to share something. I mean, in Gethsemane, Christ knows what's ahead of him, and he takes those days to plead with his Father to see if there's any other way that this salvation can be given, and is there any other way to do it, but totally accepting that the will of his Father will be done. And I have a friend years ago when I was still living back in Ireland whose daughter became critically unwell, and the doctors were not hopeful for her full recovery. And my friend was distraught, as you would be. Her child was only 3, and she was counselled to hand it into the hands of the Lord and to, say, thy will be done. And she really struggled with that and couldn't find the courage that it was going to take to, to hand him over and to ultimately lose her daughter. And she struggled and struggled, and her daughter got sicker and sicker. And she took the courage and got on her knees and prayed and said to the Lord, if there's any other way, that I can keep my daughter, I'd move heaven, moon, earth, whatever. And at the end of her prayer, she did say, thy will be done. And as miracles always happen around us, her daughter recovered. It was God's will that her daughter would get better. And she took that as a great lesson to not be trying to decide what the plan was and what would happen. She thought she knew what would happen. And in fact, the exact opposite happened. So it's a great lesson to all of us to accept the will of the Lord and to know that he is a higher power and sees our path ahead much more clearly than we do, and that we should trust him and look after the small stuff, and he's looking after the bigger things, I suppose. I wish you all a good Lent and a good Easter and a lovely spring and summer ahead. And yeah, happy Easter.